I'm with Josh Faust, and he's all dressed up as this wonderful soldier from the 18th century. Josh, explain to us exactly who you are, and then we'll go over what you're wearing.
Absolutely, I'd love to. So I am portraying a private in His Majesty's 17th Regiment of Foot of Infantry. I'm wearing what a typical private would wear on campaign. So this is what we'd wear if we're marching a great distance or we're going off into a fight.
What year?
So the 17th was here from 1776 till the end of the war, and they participated in most of the major campaigns, New York, Philadelphia, New Jersey, and then they fought in the Southern Campaign as well.
So this is what a typical British infantryman has got when he's marching, he's on campaign.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay. So you know, every unit's going to be a little bit different in what they carry, but this is very typical to what the 17th is wearing.
Right. So first off, you've got your gun, right?
I've got my musket, yeah, absolutely. And with the musket, I'm going to have my bayonet. I don't want to get you there, John. So when it gets to this point, I'm ready to go. I am in full combat mode, and I've got various other accoutrements for battle and for living. One of the things that's very important to every soldier is water, and that's been true throughout all of history. So if I take off my hat, the first thing I'm going to lose is my canteen. That's going to go on the ground. The next thing is going to be my pack. Now this is going to carry most of my personal belongings or things that I have necessary. Clothes, eating utensils, those sorts of things. The next thing is my haversack. Now there's nothing in my haversack right now because we're actually camped over there. But this is going to be where we're going to put our food, our bread, our rations, something like that, to keep it separate from your other stuff. You want to make sure your food is separate and it's sort of safe. So at this point, I'm considered what's underarms. This is what you'd be wearing in camp. I have my bayonet on, and that's the last thing I'm going to sort of have on me at all times.
Still a weapon.
Still a weapon, yeah, and this sort of shows to other men that you're still active duty. Once I take this off and once I lay down for the night, I'm good to go. And that's pretty much everything that the average 17th would carry or British infantryman would carry during the war. So this is the pack that I was wearing before. It's now off of me, and I'm going to sort of go through what is in the average infantryman's pack. The first thing, and maybe the most important, is the bedroll. So there's my blanket. That's going to be what I use to keep me warm or as a pillow. On hotter days, I can sleep just pretty much in kit. So next, I'm going to go through some of the things in my pack. These packs are made of leather, but they're rubbed in a protective oil, so they're waterproof. So that's actually a fantastic thing to have when it's raining or when there's inclement conditions. And there's actually two parts to this pack. There's a bottom portion and there's a top portion. Typically, you're going to want to keep your clothes in the bottom portion because this is what's against your back. This is what's going to be softer. So I'll go through that first. I've got a tankard, something to drink out of. I've got a candlestick, holder, I should say. I've got extra clothes. I've got stockings and a shirt. Now these could also be rolled in your blanket if you wanted them to. My forage cap. So this is another cap that I could wear when I'm in camp. The sides also fold down and it provides quite a bit of warmth. So if I'm wearing this, it's also a clear sign that I'm off duty or that I am in camp. And I've got a fire starting kit with some char cloth, some flint, some strikers, and some tow in there. That does it for the bottom. On the top, I've got a little flask in case I want to put some whiskey or gin or something like that in there. I've got a tobacco wallet filled with tobacco in a pipe. I've got cooking implements. So in here I've got some knives, a spoon, a really nice spoon made by J. Olette. Stonehouse history, really good stuff. And then I've also got more cooking implements. And then finally, I've got my musket tools. He's going to be able to fix his musket on the fly, nap his flint, change his flint, do something like that. And it's really important to have these available. Now, if I'm going into action or I anticipate some sort of combat, I'm going to move these out of my knapsack and into another pocket or something like that where they're more readily available. And after that, the pack is empty, much lighter now. And sometimes if you wanted to take everything out, you can roll this up and it doubles as quite a nice pillow. In terms of other equipment that you saw me take off earlier, I've got a canteen, the haversack, the blanket sling, and the cartridge box. Now the cartridge box is really important because this is where I'm going to keep my rounds. Right now, it's mostly empty, and that's the inside. It holds a number of rounds, and I've also got a dummy round. So when we're demonstrating for the public, I can show people what a rolled round looks like that would be ready to fire. And that is about everything that I would carry.
Josh, thank you so much.
Thank you.
For giving us a rundown of the whole kit. It was amazing to see everything that was in the pack. So thank you for that. Tell us a little bit about the 17th. You're in the 17th?
Yeah, His Majesty's 17th. We're on Facebook and Instagram. Look us up.
Right. If you're interested, maybe you want to be a soldier or you just want to know about the 17th, check that out.
So we're here at Fort Frederick, Maryland at the annual Market Fair. It's the 25th anniversary Market Fair, and it's a fantastic event.
Amazing. We're right here in, if you're ever in the Maryland area, you want to check out a real interesting site for French and Indian War, Revolutionary War. Such a tremendously interesting site. The only kind of stone fort like this in North America, so it's a really neat to see. Make sure to check it out. I want to thank everyone out there for all your amazing support. Thanks for watching.